everyone, welcome back to Pink Drinks. My name is Zara Loebner.
And my name is Izzy.
And we are going to talk about the 70s Disney movies today.
Yay!
Continuing our never-ending Disney podcast. As for Disney during the 70s, it was a hard time for them without their leader. But maybe we'll find some hidden diamonds in the rough. You never know.
Absolutely.
We have King and the Grizzlies first. Haven't seen. Well, the reason I haven't seen a lot of these is because they're not even on Disney Plus.
Right,
so what are you supposed to do? Pay on Amazon? No.
Yeah, or find a VHS tape.
Yeah. The Boatniks haven't seen. The Wild Country haven't seen. Other than that, I think it was the first thing for featuring a more mature Ron Howard.
Oh, okay.
Which I love Andy Griffith and Happy Days.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool. I mean, I've seen that little bit at least.
Totally.
That he was in that fact. And, he later on would direct good movies like A Beautiful Mind, and he directed a Jim Henson documentary we're going to get to in the 2020s.
Mm-hmm.
Then The Aristocats is next.
Ooh, that one's good. I love it.
I mean, for me, it kind of is not as good as Sword and Stone, even. Sword and Stone, I could remember, at least a good portion of it, half of it, it was funny. The Aristocats, I didn't really remember any of the characters. I found the animation to be pretty ugly.
I remember the scene with the Siamese cats.
Oh, yeah. I remember the racist characters.
Yeah.
I remember that, but that's pretty much all I remember.
Fair.
But, I mean, I know Maria's an icon. You can't go wrong with that. And, it takes place in France, which I love France.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I do love France. What can I say? I'm a France fan. And I have been to France, yes. I have traveled to 12 different countries. I will be going to Free Extra next year. So
That's
15.
awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you going?
I'm going to the UK next year.
Ooh.
And I'm also going to Poland and Sweden.
That's awesome.
And I've also been to so many different places across Western Europe, like France, Iceland, the Netherlands, just to name a few. And I've also been to Costa Rica and Canada.
That's awesome.
We'll save our travels though for our World Travels episode when we get there.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, it might be a possibility that I could go to the UK with you. That would be cool.
That would be so cool.
Yeah.
You gotta talk to my mom about that.
Yeah, totally.
All right then. So up next is The Barefoot Executive, which I think is another Kurt Russell movie. Which I mean, I love Kurt Russell, but I haven't seen this one. Jess, we love you because you have seen all these movies that we haven't, and you are the true Disney fan.
For real.
You're approaching 1,000 episodes this year. You have definitely did your homework, and you are awesome for that.
Totally.
Then Scandalous John is next. Haven't seen. $1 Million Duck haven't seen. But one of my personal favorites is next. Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Do you know why I like this movie?
Why?
Because like Mrs. Price, I'm a witch.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Real?
Well, and it's Angela Lansbury. How the fuck can you go wrong with her?
Yeah, exactly.
Because, she was amazing in this. She was great and fantastic in Murder, She Wrote. And one of the best things she ever did was she gave these actors who were having trouble finding work spots on Murder, She Wrote so they could get union benefits.
Whoa, that's cool.
She really cared about people. And we'll talk about her again with Beauty and the Beast. And I just want to say for now, when she's saying Beauty and the Beast, it was done in one take.
Wow.
And it was so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to gush about that when we get there.
Yeah, same.
I'm really excited for the 90s for sure.
Yeah, same.
The 90s onward, And then, what else talk about Bedknobs and Broomsticks? Again, it combines live action with animation, like Mary Poppins. That's very cool. They bring back the dad from Mary Poppins to play the main male character.
Oh, nice.
And there's some really cool effects where they bring some armor to life.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen clips of that online. That's really fucking cool.
It's very fucking cool.
Yeah, I think it has the official title of the first CG character.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Ever.
Wow. And then the only issue I have with this movie is that the child actors aren't that great, but you know,
Yeah.
it's like they're doing their job because they're trying at least, and I'd like to see you do better. You know.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, like, that's literally child labor too. Like,
yeah, it is child labor. Mm-hmm. Up next is Biscuit Eater. Haven't seen. Now You See and Now You Don't. That's the sequel to Compare Wore Tennis Shoes. Probably the best of the three from what I hear, but I'm not too sure. Napoleon Samantha, I know a little bit about this one because it was like the debut of like Jodie Foster in film, who would later on be in Silence of the Lambs, which won Best Picture in 1991.
Cool.
And unfortunately, a lion or a tiger or something like that attacked her back, and she got scars from it.
Oh,
Ew.
ouch!
Yeah,
that's wild.
But she survived, thankfully. Now she's like one of the best actresses of all time, for real.
That's awesome.
I watched her on Stephen Colbert recently too, and she was phenomenal.
Really?
Like, because she was talking about like this movie she was in, and she spoke in French for her dialogue.
Oh, neat.
Like, it takes a lot of skill to speak a second language.
Yeah, totally.
And then up next is sticking with scary cats, Run Cougar Run.
Never heard of it,
Yeah.
even.
Scary though, cougar. Ooh!
Yeah.
Then there's Snowball Express, again, haven't seen. World's Greatest Athlete, haven't seen. Charlie and the Angel, haven't seen. And here's something that's just flat out racist, One Little Indian.
Oh, no.
That's bad.
Yikes.
Well, thankfully, here's something we have seen, and that's pretty good, Robin Hood.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I want to say it's probably the second best 70s Disney animated movie behind one we're going to get to later.
Mm-hmm.
But Disney in the 70s did not have a lot of animated movies. But
Gotcha.
it's a really good adaptation for the most part. Like,
yeah.
it sticks true to the story, I think. And people, they really like this movie because it's funny. And, you know, the only thing I hate about this movie is that there's this one scene in there called the Voting King of England scene, where it's pretty much 100% recycled animation. Now, hear me out. I know Disney in the past, and even moving forward, would still recycle animation for certain scenes.
Mm-hmm.
I get that. I'm not one to judge like that. But the whole scene was pretty much like 97% recycled animation, which I found to be just ridiculous.
Yeah, like, why keep a scene in the movie at all at that point?
Well, I mean, I know it was to save money, but again, I just found it to be ridiculous, you know?
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's too bad, because the rest of the movie is pretty good.
Oh, the world will sing of an English king 1,000 years from Richard leads the great crusade he's on. We'll all have to slave away for that good-for-nothing John. Incredible as he is inept, whenever the history books are kept, they'll call him the phony King of England.
Come on, Johnny! Go, Johnny, go!
While he taxes us to pieces and he robs us of our bread, King Richard's crown keeps slipping down around that pointed head. But while there is a merry man in Robin's wily pack, we'll find a way to make him pay and steal our money back. Breezy and uneasy King of England, slibbering, groveling.
Although Maid Marian, this is another flaw I realize now, she just like disappears throughout the third act.
Oh, interesting.
And I guess the fun fact is, you know, this would be one of the first big gigs for former Disney animator Don Bluth, who later on quit, make his own studio in 1979 and do works like The Secret of Nim and American Tail, Land Before Time, and All Dogs Go to Heaven. Some really good 80s movies. And I saw his former studio in Dublin, Ireland, which that was interesting.
That's really cool.
Although now it's just the Irish government building, so that sucks.
Yeah.
Although, it's okay. It's right next to Phoenix Park. You can go walking in the park if you rather do that. And Irish McDonald's, let me tell you this, much better than McDonald's in this country.
Really?
Yes.
What's different? The menu?
Yes, they have like a barbecue chicken wrap. It's so
Oh my
good.
gosh, that's awesome.
Like, and then You know, McDonald's in Spain actually has like strawberry donuts.
Yeah, I've had them before.
But to be fair, at least U.S. McDonald's has good stuff now. Like they brought back chicken wraps here, you know.
Right, yeah.
But
I still gotta try one.
yeah, but getting back into Robin Hood, I think people really like this movie because I think it's the most faithful adaptation of Robin Hood that I've seen.
Oh yeah,
Because you can do
totally.
anything you want in animation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you don't have to make people. You can make it animals, like the Tale of Reynard and the Fox was.
Yeah, exactly.
I know there was a 1937 stop motion animated movie called Tale of the Fox or Le Roman de Renard, but you know, I think that this was a combination of the two. But I could be wrong. Correct me in the comments if I am. And I am so sorry for butchering that French name, by the way.
Honestly, I think you did it pretty well.
Up next is Super Dad. Haven't seen. Herbie Rides Again. It's another Herbie movie. I'm not talking about Herbie again. Then there's The Bears and I, and then The Castaway Cowboy, and The Island on Top of the World, which I haven't seen, and the final of the Dexter Riley movies, The Last of the Free, The Strongest Man in the World, starring Kurt Russell, which I think outside The Fox and the Hound was like his last movie for Disney,
Mm-hmm.
so that's sad. And then there was Escape the Witch Mountain next, which I heard good things about, but I
Cool.
haven't seen anything outside of that intro, which is bizarrely really cool, actually.
Really?
Like, it's really dark and gritty.
Mm-hmm.
And up next is the Apple Dumpling Game, which I have seen, actually. Now, you think that because it has Tim Conway from the Carol Burnett Show and SpongeBob SquarePants,
Oh, yeah.
and Don Knotts from the Andy Griffith Show,
Mm-hmm.
that this must be some comedy gold, right?
Right.
Unfortunately, be mistaken if you think that. Because, the movie itself is very kind of boring and not very fun. Like, it didn't really make me laugh that much, I'm sorry to say.
Oh, man.
Me and my grandma, we watched this together, and it wasn't really that fun, unfortunately.
Bummer.
Which is too bad, because Bill Bixby is in this too, and he was a really cool guy. He later hosted a very early 80s Nickelodeon show called
Mhm.
Against the Odds, which that show sucked beyond all belief, yes, but he was always, I repeat, always a very good guy, you know, who,
Mm-hmm.
you know, always brought effort to anything he did.
That's cool.
And he was a really cool magician too.
Mm-hmm.
So moving on, we have one of our dinosaurs is missing. I think this movie is racist once again. I don't want to talk about things that are racist.
Yeah, me neither.
Up next is the best of Walt Disney's True Life Adventures, which is a compilation of Walt Disney's True Life Adventures. So,
Interesting.
I mean, it's just a compilation movie. I'm not talking about... You've already seen the other movies if you've seen this one, you know?
Right.
Now up next is Ride a Wild Pony, haven't seen. No Deposit, No Return, haven't seen. Treasure of Macklemore, Gus, and the Shaggy DA, haven't seen. And then we have not the Lindsay Lohan version, but the Jodie Foster version of Freaky Friday.
Interesting.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Lindsay Lohan's big hit from 2003 and its later 2025 sequel was actually inspired by a 1976 Jodie Foster movie called Freaky Friday.
Huh.
Yep, Freaky Friday the same name.
Wild.
As for my thoughts about Freaky Friday, I actually prefer the remake and the sequel over this.
Mm-hmm.
But Jodie Foster is still fantastic as always. I mean,
True.
I couldn't say that I hate it either, you know. From what I've seen, it was fine. It's just that
Mm-hmm.
I could relate more to the more updated version because the 70s dates itself, you know.
Yeah, totally.
But moving along, we have Escape from the Dark, which I haven't seen. Now we have one of my personal favorite, Jess's personal favorite, and Corbin's personal favorite. The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, I fucking love Winnie the Pooh.
How am I going to talk about this movie without crying? Because Corbin, yeah, you're right. That ending, it gets to me every single time.
Let me get some tissues.
Well, when Christopher Robin says to Pooh, "Promise you won't forget me," and then Pooh says, "I won't." That's just so beautiful.
Yeah, that's so sweet.
The movie is actually a compilation of 3 previous Winnie the Pooh shorts that they made, stitched
Oh,
together
really?
with some new animation.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't care. I don't care if it's original or not. It's still fantastic. This is the best Disney animated movie in a long time. Probably since Sleeping Beauty.
For sure. Yeah.
I don't care if the animation's ugly still. No, I don't care. I think it actually works because the books were kind of sketchy in a way.
Right, exactly.
So, what do I like about Winnie the Pooh so much? Its simplicity and the fact that the characters of it care so much for one another and that they're there for each other.
It's a really sweet story.
I don't even know who my favorite stuffed animal is in Winnie the Pooh because they're just all so wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be like me having to choose between Bunny, Yellow Pup, or Pom Pom and Cuckoo.
Right.
But I guess I had to pick one favorite. I guess I go with Tigger because of his ADHD, like how I have.
Oh, that's cute. I would honestly pick Eeyore because, like, yeah, he just looks so huggable.
And all he wanted was to be loved and accepted. And even though he was depressed, his friends always cared about him anyway. And
Exactly.
how beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I love that all of the stuffed animals in Winnie the Pooh, like, have an emotional or, you know, just in general disorder. 'Cause
Yeah.
it makes them very relatable. Oh, you know, what else is good about Winnie the Pooh? Well, the fact that it's still around to this day and they're still doing new projects with Winnie the Pooh. That's telling that Winnie the Pooh is wonderful.
Totally.
In fact, we're not going to talk about because it's a TV show, but the New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, that might just be the best animated series of the 80s. Like, you know, when all these animated series were just based off pre-existing fans.
Mm-hmm.
Because they took their time to write really good stories instead of just the crappy stories.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I remember watching those VHS tapes extensively at my grandparents' house.
like, and kids, like, to this day even still love Winnie the Pooh, and I think that's just telling. Like, I could go on about how much I love Winnie the Pooh forever, but I think Jess said it best in her The Search for Christopher Robin episode of Everything Movie Ever. I miss being a kid, and the only thing I had to worry about was Christopher Robin being taken by Skull.
Aww.
Instead of all this crap that's going on in the world currently.
Yeah, exactly.
I know we keep talking about Jess a lot, but I can't help it. Her show's so good.
Yeah, and we're kind of doing like the
mini version.
The mini version of that, exactly.
Oh, I wish I could talk about Pooh all day, but we have to move on, sadly.
Yeah, all good.
But I will repeat, for Corbin's sake, yes, the ending is the best part of Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. It's so... It hits so close to home as an adult, you know, it makes me cry.
Absolutely.
Up next is A Tale of Two Critters, which I haven't seen. But then, the other animated movie in 1977, and sadly the last animated movie of only 4 during the 70s, was The Rescuers. What is The Rescuers best known for? Having a picture in the background of a real-life naked topless woman.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And it's not like they drew it in there. No. It's from an actual magazine. An actual Playboy magazine.
Yikes.
It was edited out in later VHSs, yeah, but now the movie's best known for that, sadly.
That's insane. Oh, that reminds me. They're actually in the field of computer image compression.
But this was before the computers could put it in there. They put it in there by
exactly.
hand.
That's wild, first off, but it does remind me of a similar story where there was this image of a woman that computer scientists would use to test a image compression algorithm and like show the differences. And it comes from a Playboy magazine. It's like, what the hell?
But to be fair to The Rescuers, outside that, how is the movie? Like the Aristocats, pretty bland and not that memorable. But I don't think it's as bad as something as the Aristocats. I mean, at least there's 1 or 2 nice things I could say about, unlike the Aristocats, which pretty much had nothing about it. I know you like that movie, but still. The Rescuers at least had Bob Newhart and Ava Gabor, who were fantastic in their roles at least. And then, despite the animation being ugly, don't worry, this is the last ugly-looking Disney animated movie. No worries. I'll shop now about it. There's this really beautiful song in the opening called The Journey. And when they have it in different pitch, like the version that's on YouTube versus in the movie itself, it's so beautiful and melancholy and depressing. Like, I listen to it at night sometimes in the dark, and it's just such a beautiful song to listen to. Like, the lyrics are so beautiful. Who will rescue me? I'm lost at sea without a friend. Will this journey ever end? which I'm happy in life now. I'm not depressed at all. Just that, in the past I was like that, and hearing that song kind of is therapeutic in a way.
Yeah, like you feel understood by it.
Yeah. Like, I'm gonna probably insert a little bit of the audio at this point.
Yeah,
just so
totally.
people can hear how beautiful the song is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if there's anything that you should see from the Rescuers, that should definitely be that one song.
Absolutely.
But, do you have anything to say about the Rescuers outside of...
No, just that the topless woman thing, like, that's utterly...
disturbing?
Yeah, disturbing and just crazy.
Yeah.
Like, how to say that mostly men worked on your movie, like,
No,
without
it was a
saying
woman that
it.
stuck it in there, apparently.
Really?
According to what Corbin told me.
Interesting.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. What the fuck?
And I'm not showing the image on the screen because I don't want to get us demonetized. Like, no
Yeah.
thanks. But, like, outside of that, I do like that one song. So I guess it balances out that one bad picture of one good song.
Yeah, for sure.
Up next is Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo. Again, it's Herbie. I'm not going to talk about it. Pete's Dragon, I have seen a little bit of, actually.
Yeah, same.
It's a cool idea combining live action with animation once again.
Mm-hmm.
Just that the problem is, well, it's only one animated character.
Right.
It's not like a whole bunch of animated characters coming together with live action actors like in Who Framed Roger Rabbit, which is
Right.
the crown jewel if you're going to do live action animation.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll save that for next episode.
Totally.
And up next is Jodie Foster's Candle Shoe, which ironically I haven't seen. And up next is, we just had to include it because of it being one of Disney's biggest franchises now, Star Wars A New Hope.
Oh, yes. I mean, Star Wars just speaks for itself.
Yeah? Although, be sure you watch the theatrical versions if you can, not the special editions.
Yeah, true.
Like, my god, do not watch the special editions.
Yeah, do not watch the Blu-ray edition, especially. It's just like...
Horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
They change Obi-Wan's, like, bird call or whatever he does.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they change it to just, like, this weird, like, whoo!
Well, and the funny thing is, Corbin has the theatrical versions, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, they're going to actually put the theatrical version of A New Hope back on the big screen next year for its 50th anniversary.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
So if that's the case, yeah, I'll go see it like it should have been seen all this
Totally.
time.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, I mean, what more can you say than it's Star Wars? I mean, is it perfect? I'm not the biggest fan, and there might be a little bit of hokey acting here and there. But, it's iconic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm, in love with the stuff I love from it. Like the lightsaber colors. I'm obsessed with those fins.
Totally.
I think it's interesting, though, that the Sith had the red lightsabers and that the Jedi had the blue lightsabers.
Yeah, actually the reason for that is the Sith, essentially use artificial crystals to, like, build their lightsabers. And those artificial crystals, since they're living still, they actually, like, bleed, and that's what causes the red color.
Well, I thought it was because the Sith were Republicans and the Jedi were Democrats. And then you have the other colors too, like, the green lightsabers for the Green Party, and the purple lightsaber can be for the Independents. The gold lightsaber that Rey got later on could be for the Libertarians.
True. Oh my.
I don't know how George Lucas thought of that, though, to be honest.
True, yeah.
So, jokes aside, what else is good about Star Wars outside of lightsabers?
Oh, the fucking ships like moving,
Mm-hmm.
like all the special effects, especially with like the miniatures that they did,
Yeah, no kidding.
incredible.
And like the fact that R2D2 is so iconic with his scream. And then Chewbacca with his roar.
Right? Yeah. Ooh.
I mean, they're also iconic, the characters.
True.
It's just so funny to think, though, that in terms of the original trilogy, that this is not the best of the three. That'd be
True.
The Empire Strikes Back, which we'll get to next time.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, if you see The Empire Strikes Back, you'll know what I mean.
Absolutely, yeah.
But funny enough, when it comes to Star Wars, why is it that the Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga video game is the best thing to ever come out of Star Wars?
I mean, I honestly liked the first video game.
Oh, you
More
mean
than-
the original?
Yeah, the original Lego Star Wars, the video game.
So the 2005 prequel trilogy one or 2000?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Yeah.
I think for me, I like the Complete Saga best on the Wii because I just was a Wii player growing up.
Yeah, that's fair.
And we're actually gonna cheat and talk about some Disney Wii games coming up in the 2000s and 2010s, like Disney Princess
Hell yeah.
Enchanted Journey and Epic Mickey. So
That'll be exciting for
yeah.
sure.
But Star Wars. What can I say? It's iconic. And R.I.P. Carrie Fisher. I'm so
Mhm.
sad that you died. Oh my god.
Left us too soon.
Her and Debbie Reynolds both.
Mhm.
And now poor Billy Lord from American Horror Story, who I love, by the way. She's all by herself practically. Well, she has other
Aw.
family members, yeah, but losing your mom and grandma,
Mm-hmm.
that's horrible, especially back to back, like
Totally.
2 days apart. Ugh.
Yeah.
But, Star Wars is just so iconic, and I can see why Corbin loves it for a reason.
Yeah, totally.
Anything else you gotta say about Star Wars?
All I gotta say is, like, I remember those, like, Star Wars Transformer toys. I have a bunch of those still. Those are probably, like, collector's items.
I see the Lego Death Star next to us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. R.I.P. James Earl Jones. That's right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because he would later be in Lion King as well.
Right, exactly.
Okay, so moving along, we have more stuff I haven't seen, like Return from Witch Mountain, The Cat for Outer Space, Hot Lead and Cold Feet. But then we have something I have seen a little bit of, Don Bluth's only directorial project for Disney, The Small One, which is a short film technically, but I really wanted to talk about because it is Don
Mhm.
Bluth. Okay, what I have seen of it, the animation is fantastic because it's Don Bluth.
Mm-hmm.
That song that the boy sings to the donkey about how when someone finally takes him in, it's gotta be worth it. I gotta
Mhm.
play a bit of audio again here because it's just so beautiful once again.
Then when we say goodbye, they'll be in my place.
Totally, yeah.
It's like, what is it with late 70s Disney animation having beautiful stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was just, like, the people working at Disney at the time. Like, you had a lot of good talent just, like,
Yeah.
flowing into it.
And they would later on do like the Don Bluth movies, which were
Mhm.
also beautiful, like I mentioned.
Exactly.
If you haven't watched All Dogs Go to Heaven, do yourself a favor and watch that.
Yeah, for real.
Or if you don't want to watch that, watch The Secret of Nim. Oh my god, you should watch
Mhm.
that. Like, the animation in Secret of Nim is the most gorgeous animation you'll ever see in your entire life. Like, the glowy effects on the stone alone,
Mm-hmm.
and the way that Mrs. Brisby holds that stone, like she's from the Messiah painting, it's just
Mhm.
so great.
That's awesome.
In fact, since you've been to Spain, a lot of the artwork from that movie was inspired by Gaudi buildings.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool.
Absolutely. But The Small One, it actually is a story about, well, the birth of Jesus, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And you think that because that's the case that, oh, there might be some controversy with the non-religious crowd. I'd say that actually is one of the best adaptations of anything from the Bible.
Yeah, totally.
Like, you could be from any religion and like it, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But moving along, we have some more stuff I haven't seen, like Game Busters, and then the Apple Dumpling game Rides Again, which the only thing I know about that is only Tim Conway and Don Knotts came back,
Mhm.
which is sad that they didn't get the rest of the cast back.
Yeah.
And then Identified Flying Oddball, which was so poor, I heard that they had freaking strings
Oh
visible
my
in the final
God.
product. Yeah. So horrible. So up next is The Black Hole, which I haven't seen, so there's nothing I can say about that.
Yeah, me neither.
And then ending the 70s, we have one of Jim Henson's crowning achievements, not The Muppet Show, but The Muppet Movie.
Yes.
Oh boy, what can you say about The Muppet Movie? Well, I know technically that this came out before Disney owned the Muppets, but I want to count the first 3 Muppet movies anyway because, you know, they really are just wonderful movies.
Yeah, agreed. And, like, just also really groundbreaking, especially in terms of, like, the special effects with the puppets. It's amazing stuff.
Absolutely. Like, Jim Henson had to go hide underneath the water in, like, a tank just to pull off that Kermit scene, you know?
For real, yeah.
And then, you know, the Rainbow Connection, that song of itself, my god, is it such a masterpiece.
Totally, yeah. And Kermit's voice just works so well for that song, too.
I know. And fun fact for everyone listening, during my 5th grade talent show, it was the last day of school of elementary school at St. Brown's for me. And, you know, I sang the Rainbow Connection as my piece of the show.
That's cute.
And I got the biggest standing ovation of the whole show, actually.
That's awesome. I love that.
I think it was because of the song's beautiful message and because everyone knew at St. Brown's that I had special needs and they really grew to love me over the years because I was sweet and special to them. And
that's awesome.
I don't know, just something about the Rainbow Connection just sticks with me at this day. My mom, she was bawling back then and she still balls up whenever she thinks about me singing that today.
Aww.
But outside of Rainbow Connection, what's good about the movie? Like you mentioned, the puppetry is fantastic. It's Jim Henson. And then, you know, there's some really good laughs in the movie.
Yeah, totally.
Like when Fozzie gets heckled at the El Ciso Cafe.
Right, yeah.
Waka, fake you, you're a great crowd. One person was clapping. I want to know who that one person clapping was. And then there was that sign that said, "Don't shoot the piano player."
Oh, yeah, that's right. What the heck?
I don't know. But I guess, you know, the Muppet movie, I'm wondering now, out of the original 3, you know, this Muppet Caper and Muppets Take My Hand, is it the best of the 3?
I don't know.
Depending upon who you ask, it could be different, but for me, I like Rainbow Connection, that's the fan. So I'm gonna go with yes for me, at least.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. I personally enjoy The Great Muppet Caper the most.
Which we'll get to in the next episode. And that about wraps it up for this episode. So join us next time to talk about the 80s Disney movies. We're finally getting to some stuff that we know. Yes!
Yay!
I mean, not everything, but at least a bit more in like 2 movies during the 60s and 70s. So,
alrighty, until then.
Take care.